and we felt that it was necessary to come on here and talk about our Corona thoughts.
Corona thoughts with Kate and Andrew Bustos.
So if you're on Instagram, you have to switch us this way. If you're on Facebook, you're good.
Yeah.
So today was crazy.
Crazy. We knew it was coming. It was one of those things you oh, sorry, that's my chair. You know, you anticipate the crazy, but then it gets here and you're like, oh my God, that was really crazy.
That was nuts.
It is crazy. Well, it is crazy.
It's so surreal.
It's crazy.
Never in my life. Okay, so never in my young life, never in my life did I ever think that my place of work is going to shut down.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that?
No.
Have you ever thought that? No, I
not
never.
For a second.
Never in my wildest dreams. I don't know where you guys, if you guys are shut down completely, wherever you may work, but it truly is mind blowing to me today.
Yeah.
Like it all happened at once.
Right. Well, I remember we were in the workout because our biggest goal this whole time with the health club is Andrew and I every night. It's like you want to keep it going as long as possible. You know, we got to keep going. This is our sanity. This is our world. This is our family.
This is what we do.
This is everything. You know, we got to keep this going. And then today and I was actually in a workout at noon, and a friend of mine, we were joking like, this better not stop. And then right after that is when Governor Abbott came out with restaurants, gyms, bars, all shut down as of tomorrow night. It was like, oh my gosh, it's just that dreaded thing that you hear that you're like, this isn't real. I think every morning I've been waking up this week thinking, okay, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to hit my alarm and this is all going to be a bad dream. You know, this is all going to be, you know, some crazy just thought that was in my head and it's real. Today really became, we know it's been coming, but today it really became real. Yeah,
because I've been telling you, I'm like, we're going to keep the gym open. The gym's going to stay open.
We got to
We got to keep it open, man. No matter what we got to do.
Until they say, and we did, and it did, until the very final end, until the governor stated, you have to shut your doors. We were there, and people were there. Like, that's what's crazy is I didn't feel fear. Like, people were there, you know? Because I feel like the gym is that is our place of refuge when we are stressed, when we're emotional, when we need, this is like the biggest time that we need the gym is now. And so for that to be taken away is, all of us feel that, you know, it hurts me so much. You know, of course, yes, you can work out other places, but, you know, that's your family.
And what's crazy, too, is, like, even when we go out, like when we go out of the doors.
The gym?
No, like when we just leave the house.
Just go out, yeah.
It's so surreal, too, the feeling. Like, it's almost, like, eerie.
So eerie.
I don't know about you guys, but it is, like, the most surreal thing. Like, we really are living something that nobody has ever lived. And I know there's been world wars, there's been pox, there's been all these viruses, but this is like something that has like impacted us to the T.
Right.
Nobody knows what they're doing.
And we don't understand. It's, you know, we're like, okay, well maybe, you know, we're secluding ourselves because of this or that, but ultimately we don't really get it in a lot of ways. Even though you get the logic of it, you're like, okay, I mean, I guess I understand, but is all this really necessary? There's all these questions. You know, it's not like they're bad questions or good questions. There's just questions. So many questions. I
just touched my eye. Dang it.
Stop touching your face.
I know. I always touch my face. That's the bad thing. No, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back a couple days. So I'm going to go back. So was it Monday, Tuesday? When was St. Patty's Day? Was it Tuesday?
That was Tuesday.
Isn't it nuts? Okay, so this is how I got reminded. This is the crazy part, how I got reminded about St. Patty's Day. So I talked about this on the podcast, and I was saying, like, we were going so much through life that we actually forgot that it was St. Pat. I did.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I did.
And we love St. Patrick's Day.
We love St. Patrick's Day.
Because we like beer.
Yeah, we love St. Patrick's Day. So how I got reminded was, it was not only at the restaurant, it was before it. But I was wondering why he was pinching me. So our 5-year-old son, so he came up to me at the house and he pinched me. And I was like, why is he pinching me? Like, why is this fool pinching me? I'm about to smack this little boy right in the head. Like, why he did it. Yes. And then he did it too. We went and had a green beer. But he did it again. But he was pinching me. And I was like, why? Like, stop touching me, son. Like, what are you doing, crazy? But he was pinching me because I didn't have green on.
That's right.
And because we like usually like St. Patty's Day is a big deal.
Yeah, you pick out your green shirt before the day starts.
Yeah.
You have it planned out all the night before.
And I'm a huge Notre Dame Fighting Irish fan, so I have my green, man. I got something.
Mm-hmm.
I have something Irish, but I didn't do it. Like I was like, what the heck? But that's how I was reminded of St. Patty's Day. And I think during times like this, we can't really forget like things, right? You just said it earlier. You said, you know what? I'm going to plan for the launch. I'm going to plan for things. Right. I'm going to continue to live my life like if it was normal, I guess you could say.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing for me right now is, and I know tomorrow's going to look different because, tomorrow I'll probably be able to I might be able to go to the gym one more time.
Yeah, the gym's still open.
But, our Saturday, everything changes after tomorrow and the town basically shuts down. I mean, everything looks different.
Yeah.
I think that's what's crazy for me is everything... It's just different. Everything's different.
Everything.
Our interactions are different. Work feels different. Like you can't really focus on stuff because you just feel like your brain is in a million different places. Mm-hmm. And I've never lived life, I know like day to day, where you're living your life where the next 24 hours could be completely different. Mm-hmm. You never know what the day's going to bring.
Yeah. Truly.
Like I have no idea what's going to happen today. And it's just mind-boggling.
It blows my mind. I want to know where you guys are at. Leave a comment. I want to know where you are in the world, where you're watching, just so we can see. Tell us what's going on. Like if have the schools closed, has the restaurants closed? What's going on in your world? Yeah. Have the gyms? I think one thing that I saw here recently, like most of the gyms have started to close. I think we're one of the last few. Yeah. That have actually started to close, and it
waited till the last
minute. Yeah, I know group exercise went, some group training went, but like the last second,
right?
We really held on to the last, like till Governor Abbott here in
till the government said you can't have your gym open.
No longer, you have to close.
We had the gym open, and because to me, like I said earlier, the gym is a safe haven for so many people, and it will be. It's going to be back. We're going to come back out of this. But the question is, you don't know when, really. You set dates that you hope for, but you really don't know when. And I think what blows my mind about this whole thing, and I was on a work call with a lady today, and she was in Colorado. And I was like, so where are you in Colorado? And we started talking about the Corona stuff. And here she is in Colorado, and here I am in Texas. And we start talking, and it's like we're all here. Like we're all in this weird, funky, uncomfortable yuck. Mm-hmm. Like we're all sitting in that right now. All of us. Like it doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter if you live on the street. Like every single thing is impacted by this right now.
Yeah.
And even put Corona, the COVID, the 19, put that all aside. Just the financial aspect, the economy, no one's untouched by this. Like we're legitimately as a world walking through this scary, weird thing together. Mm-hmm. And it blows my mind. Like it's surreal. And it's not scary because of I'm not scared of the virus. I'm just scared. Scared's not really the word. It's just this concern for our world, for the people that, just for everybody. Mm-hmm. Everybody. I'm concerned for everybody. And I was mowing the lawn today, and we've gotten a lot of rain. And then we had 7 little tornadoes touch down in our area last night. Like, what? So we're awakened all night last night by these alarm things with little tornadoes everywhere. And but today I was mowing the lawn, and that little edge where your neighbor's lawn meets your lawn, and you mow right up to the edge. Well, today we have an older lady that lives next to us, and so I mowed like right up on her edge, and something in me was like, Kate, mow her lawn. And I was like, you know what? Okay, Kate, I'm gonna listen to myself. I'm gonna mow her lawn. And Andrew and I were talking later. It's like, there's so many things I want to do for people. There's so many ways that I wish everything would just get fixed. But right now, it's like the only thing we really can control is ourselves, our body, what we put in our body and our actions straight, like just the next step that we're doing, the next person that comes into our view, because right now we can't really tackle things on a huge scale in a lot of ways. I think that's where I feel hopeless, is like, I don't know on a huge scale what to do, because we're literally living an hour at a time to see what's going to be the next step in our family.
Right.
And so I think what I want to share with you guys is, just do the next right step. Just do the next thing that comes to you that can help someone and help you, to feel somewhat connected to normalcy. Nothing feels normal. Am I the only one that feels that way? Like, nothing feels normal at all.
So we got people from Round Lake, Illinois. Our schools have been closed.
Yeah.
Orange County, they've been closed since Monday. DFW, that closed restaurants, everything. Yeah. It is surreal, man. It really. Tampa, my gym is closed. Beaches are closed. Everything's closed.
Everything's closed.
That's
like
crazy.
Our world has literally shut down. Like, shut down. Our world, our universe has shut down.
Yep, it really has.
It's crazy, and we're all in this together.
I was about to share this thing, but I'm gonna have to remember what I was about to say.
Oh no!
Now I can't remember what I was gonna tell you.
I
gotta come back to my mind here in a little bit.
Here, we'll start talking about something else, and you'll think about it.
Yeah, it'll come back in a second.
Yeah, but you guys, and our kids, we have a senior. I don't know if he's gonna be able to walk the stage. No senior prom. It's like that's probably
I got it.
What makes me the saddest is I think of, we've been all these years waiting for this moment, and then
it's not gonna happen.
And that makes me sad.
All right. So I'm sorry, honey.
I know. Sorry. Proceed so I don't get teary.
I know.
It makes me sad.
So I've had to park further away from the health club here the last couple weeks, I guess you could say.
They've been doing work.
Work around. So I've been parked probably, I'm going to say at least half a mile to a mile from the club. So the other day I was thinking, man, I was getting a little negative. I was like, you know what? This really bums me. I don't like to park so far. I'm in fitness, by the way, so you guys know this. Parking far away, but it's pretty far. It's a pretty far trek. So I was thinking, you know what? At that moment, the negativity started rolling in. You're talking about the next best thing. So my negativity started rolling. I was like, nah, this is dumb. This is stupid. This is so far. But then I was like, wait a minute. I could use this time to send some awesome messages to some people. Because on Instagram and Facebook, we get messages all the time. So I was like, you know what I'm going to do? The next best thing. I'm going to make some videos and I'm going to send replies to people that are asking questions right now, especially about fitness. I'm going to reply to them with a video message. And it was the coolest thing. So I literally did about 4 or 5 video messages on the way there.
Oh, wow.
So I sent one to a guy. And I said, I don't remember exactly what I said, but just saying like, hey man, here's something that I would do. Stick with this, try this out. And let me know how it goes. So the next message I get back, the guy says, well, man, that's why you're one of the best. I'm not tooting my horn, but he goes, that's why you're one of the best. Like, thank you so much for, I guess I was checking on him. Thank you so much for checking on me. I'm so thankful. Thank you so much for reaching out. But all it took was it literally took me a minute to shoot the video. But instead of being negative about it, I chose the positive about it. I chose, man, what's the next best thing that I could truly do? What's the next best thing that I could put out there? What's the positive energy? And I think that's the big thing that we got to think about over these next weeks is like, what can I do to make someone's day or to smile? Because everybody right now in the world is negative. Everybody. There's so much negative that's going around. There's death that's happening. And that's all the time. It's just not right now. But I really do think that, like, what is that positive thing that you can bring to the table? Like, what is it? I know for me, my whole life is about to change tomorrow. Like, everything's about to change. Like, the gym's going to close. I don't know what the heck I'm going to be doing at the hospital. I don't know what's going to be happening. But I'm like, what could I do? Like, I could bring some light. There's something I could do. But I think during this time as a community or as a world, as a country, we can really start to go, this is what I can do. And I don't know what that is for you. But for me, That's something that I really have been thinking about, because I always feel like someone's watching you. I always feel like someone's watching you, like your next move.
Somebody's watching me.
But I really do. Like, I think about that all the time. Like, I'm like, man, someone is watching me. Someone's always going, man, I can see this is what's happening. Especially now that, I mean, the followers we have and the people that we can make a difference for. Mm-hmm. And that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
That's what I was remembering.
Because it really does. I saw, one of my favorite singers is Sam Smith.
Yeah, we know.
I just
you just snorted.
Sorry. But he put out a post, and he lives in far away. He doesn't live in America. But he put a post, but it was just this, just, hey, we're all in this together. I'm feeling yucky. Y'all are feeling yucky. It just feels nice to know that we're not alone in this. Mm-hmm. You're not alone. You feel weird. You feel awkward. You feel different. You feel off. When you walk out to your car in the morning, it doesn't feel the same. When you're interacting with your family right now, it doesn't feel the same. Like, nothing feels the same. Mm-hmm. And I felt so much comfort, not just from Sam, but there's been a lot of posts of people that have voiced, hey, you're not alone in this. Like, we're all in this together. And I don't know, that gives me a lot of hope. No, just to know that we're all, there's a song, we're all in this together, but we are.
And here's what's crazy too, something that even, let's go back. We just lost, okay? If you guys can see up here in the top, like, I guess it would be your right corner, left corner. We're huge Cowboy fans. So we just lost Jason Witten, okay? Just so you guys know. Jason Witten is our tight end, was. Now he's playing for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Dirty Raiders.
They just picked him up. Mm-hmm. Like, life is happening around us, and we're not even noticing it. Like, I had to talk about that today on the podcast. I really did. I had to go, can you believe it? The golden boy, Jason Witten's playing for the Las Vegas Raiders. And even saying Las Vegas is something that just blows my mind. And even thinking about this, even I keep touching my face, but even thinking about this even a step further, like, we haven't seen any sports in like a week.
Yeah.
Like, there hasn't been a single thing. Mm-hmm. We've had to watch like reruns of all this.
These old games, like LeBron in high school.
Yeah, LeBron in high school. The dude's 35 years old.
We're at a sports bra.
Sports bra. We're at a sports bra.
We're at a sports bra. Watching LeBron James from like in high school, his high school games. I'm like, wow, this is what we're watching. I mean, this is what we got. Not that it was bad. I mean, let the reruns shine, but yeah, in a sports bar.
So what I'm telling you is this. Like, what we're saying is you can always focus on the negative. Our world could be perfect right now, right? Let's just say it is. Let's say our world could be perfect, and we're still going to find some negative out of it. I think the big thing is really just, what can you do today if you're healthy, right? Mm-hmm. If you're healthy, right. If you're sick, that's a whole different game. But if you're healthy, what can you do today for your kids, for your family, for your business, for you in the future? Because I think it's a really great time to start to read again, to start to do things, to start to get focus on your fitness. If something, I was thinking about this the other day, and someone told me, I think it was actually Holly, I'm going to call her out. I think it was actually Holly. She said, no, I actually have time to work out. So I'm not picking on her, but that was something I was thinking about. I was like, man, it takes us for the world to almost like feel like it's going to end in order for us to change, in order for us to do things. Mm-hmm. So I think now is the time to make time. We can't make it. Now it's time to prioritize, because the only priority we have is to really be the best versions of ourselves. Mm-hmm. What's up? Is really to be, what's up, Megan? Is to really be the best versions of ourselves right this second. Mm-hmm. And that's what I have been thinking about. Because as a man, all I'm thinking about is taking care of my family. You have no idea, like, the pressure that I want on myself. And I know that goes for every business owner that's out there. I know that goes for every man that's out there. And I'm not saying just men. I'm saying women too. I know that some women, that's what happens. Yeah. But I think what is like what you said. Yes, choosing to find the joy and spend time making memories. I think that's something is right now too, because I think now we're going to figure out who we really are as a country, who we really are as people. And we're going to come out of this. I really truthfully believe that we're going to come out of this even better. Like we're actually, here's the thing that blows my mind too. People are actually now, like I haven't heard anybody say, well, that social media is so bad. Well, that stuff is so bad. The only way we're communicating right now is how? The only way we're communicating, you're going to see so many fitness posts like you've never seen before. The only way we're communicating right now in the world is through social media, is through some type of virtual. You know how many churches this weekend in the state of Texas are going to go on live stream? Can you imagine that? So if you don't have a social media platform, you ain't going to see church.
Yeah.
But that just, what I'm saying is, the world is about to change. And if we really do take care of each other, man, it's going to make our community so much better.
Absolutely.
I really do. And I could talk about that for too long.
No. It's good. Holly says, and who you are taking care of, each other. I feel in a weird way closer to community. People have rallied. Absolutely.
Yeah, because we're all in this together, man.
And I think, too, because it goes back to this, all of this affects everyone. You know, I don't care how much money you make. You know, you're feeling it in the stock market. You're watching, you know, we've watched. You're
watching your money go away.
I think what I'm saying is we've realized how vulnerable as a people we are. Like, no one's invincible. No one's superhuman. I don't care how much money you have invested here and there. And, you know, in a blink of an eye, it truly makes you realize that the things of this world are not where your treasure should be.
Yeah.
Because they can go away really fast.
Like it has.
Just in an instant.
Like we've seen it this week. And, you know, in closing, I guess we can close this out. And if you want to keep going. But I think in closing, there's so many things that, like if you're healthy, I think that's the most important thing, is if you're healthy, it's time to do some things at the house, right? It's time to start exercising. It's time to eat even better. It's time to make better decisions. It's time to read. That's something that I've been thinking a lot about. I'm like, man, if I really did stay home.
Oh my gosh, I thought that too. If I was one of the people that actually were forced to go home.
Oh man.
Because both Andrew and I, we have to show up, you know, to work. Like but can you imagine like what we could do?
The amount of time to read.
I would journal. I'm so behind on like journaling to the kid. I would journal and there's so much stuff I would do. So many things.
So right now, what you guys can do is just say prayers for the hospital, say prayers for our leadership. I mean, Trump, everybody, every doctor, every person, you know, regardless of your...
Every human being
everybody,
on this planet right now.
We're all going to need it. Because guess what's going to happen? If it continues to get worse, people are going to freak out. And the only thing that's going to help us stay grounded is if we start praying for each other. Mm-hmm. I truly do believe that.
Start loving each other,
praying for each other, and having that
encouraging each other.
Yeah, you got positivity. I heard this years ago, but positivity is contagious. Mm-hmm. That's the thing that we want to get everybody infected with, right?
Yeah, so. And just to know this isn't forever.
No.
But and the thing, I just want people to know they're not alone. These feelings, the weird feelings you're having, are totally normal. All of us are feeling weird and off, and you know, and it's okay. That's okay to feel that way. It's change. Change isn't comfortable, and all of us are having change at the same time right now. So, you know, we just love each other, and for those of you, I do want to say, for our Hendrick family, be on the lookout, because I'm definitely going to be putting together some times that we can all meet somewhere and do something. Whether we have to be 6 feet apart or not, whatever. But we're going to get together to support each other somehow.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
Got to keep our family tight, you know.
And we're still going to keep posting. So if you guys head over to Facebook or Instagram, check out the feed. There's so many workouts. I mean, now there's like 1,200 of them, I think, workouts. Mm-hmm. It's on YouTube as well. There's no reason, if you're healthy, there's no reason why you can't. You can't exercise. Like your excuses, there's none now. You make time, man. Do it.
Yeah.
Make it a priority. You'll see a change, and you'll make a difference. And I really I was thinking about this. This is the last thing. But I was thinking about this. Like, I read a book here recently, and it was talking about Michael Jordan, and it was talking about how during the NBA lockout, right? This means when they weren't playing, just like what's happening right now. There was a lockout. And so guys, while the lockout was happening, these guys were getting fat. Like, they were eating too much. They thought that the lockout would never end. Like, they thought the season would never continue because the season had been suspended. So guys weren't training. They weren't exercising. They weren't taking care of their body. And guess what happened? The season came back. And all these guys were so out of shape. But you know, the one guy, actually there's probably two guys. I'm going to say Kobe and Mike. But Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant were probably the only two guys. Michael Jordan for sure, but I'll put Kobe in there because Kobe's the man too. But Michael Jordan was the only dude that was crushing it because he knew that there was no days off. Like, he knew that some way or another, there was going to be another time to play. Like, the season was going to happen. So what I'm saying is, don't relax too much. You still got to take care of you, because if you take care of you can take care of others. Now is the time. Yep. That's it, honey. Sorry. Sure.
No.
I just started preaching. I just started going.
I like it. So we love you guys.
Yeah.
You know, we're right there with you guys. You know, we feel it too, big time, and we just want you to know we're here for you. If you need anything, holler. If you need emotional support, goodness gracious, send me a message.
We have pretty good ears. We like to listen. We like to walk through it. We like to help.
Yeah, but we will get through this, and yeah, that's all I know.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all I know. Be well. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face.
I've been touching my face like crazy.
I touch my face all the time. It's terrible.
Don't do it. You can't do it anymore.
And just keep a positive
outlook. You
know, it is what it is. We can't change it. And so just find the next right thing to do and help those around you.
I like that. The next right thing.
The next right thing.
You stole the show, honey. I love it.
I heard it in a sermon one time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I touch my face.
Yeah, scratch. I know. Why does your face itch more when you can't touch it?
Seriously.
I don't know.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night, Ollie.
Have a great night.
Bye,
and
you guys.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be working out.
See ya.